fairy garden book. Should be fun. Happy New Year's, everyone. 2024. Who knew? Anyhow, today is Fairy Garden Thursday, and I'm going to do something a little different. I'm not going to build a fairy garden, but I'm going to show you a very beautiful book my daughter got me for Christmas. And the book is by Cicely Mary Backer. Sweet book of the flower fairies. Grandma Sandy, you'd like this. Maybe you have a copy. And inside this book, I'm going to turn you this way. One of my favorite colors. Inside this book, the contents are an introduction to the book, flower fairies of the spring, flower fairies of the summer, flower fairies of the autumn, flower fairies of the winter, flower fairies of the garden. Those are all different sections. And then we have flower fairies of the trees and flower fairies of the wayside. And then flower fairies of the alphabet. And that's at the very back of the book, and that's where I'm going to start. Just because I thought it would be fun to do a few letters in the alphabet of this book. And then in the spring, we'll do the spring, and we'll go through the seasons. So, let's turn to page 163. And it's all very beautifully illustrated. Flower fairies of the alphabet. And it's so pretty. Glasses back on so I can see what I'm reading. The Song of the Apple Blossom Fairies, for letter A. And, of course, it's apple. Up in the tree we see you, blossom babies, all pink and white. We think there must be fairies to protect you from frost and blight, until some windy day is in drifts of petals. You take your flight. You'll fly away, but if we wait with patience, someday we'll find here in your place, full grown and ripe, the apples you left behind. A goodly gift indeed from blossom babies to humankind. And there's the picture again. And I think these little poems are absolutely so sweet. So we'll do B. There's our little fairy. And let's see what B says. Excuse my throat. The Song of the Bugle Fairy. At the edge of the woodland where good fairies dwell, stands on the lookout a brave sentinel. At the call of his bugle, out the elves run, ready for anything, danger or fun, hunting or warfare, by moonshine or sun. With bluebells and companions, the woodlands are gay, where bronzy leafed bugles keep watch night and day. I hope I didn't go off the picture too much. And that's B. And maybe I'll do 3. We'll see. It's only 5 minutes so far. And this is the letter C. Isn't she pretty? Little fairy dancing, a little fairy playing the fruit. Well, let's see what the letter C is bringing us. The Song of the Columbine Fairy. Who shall the chosen fairy be for letter C? There's Candy Tuft, Cornflower Blue, Campanule, Crocuses too, Chrysanthemums, so bold and fine, and pretty dancing columbines. Yes, columbines, the choice is she, and with her see an elfin piping, peeping sweet, a little tune for those light feet that dance among the leaves and flowers in someone's garden. Is it ours? Well, and this is letter D, and this will be the last letter we read. I think it's so pretty. And the letter D says, The Song of the Double Daisy Fairy. Dahlias and delphiniums, you're too tall for me. Isn't there a little flower I can choose for D? In the smallest flower bed, Double Daisy lifts his head, with a smile to greet the sun. You and me and everyone. Crimson Daisy, now I see, you're the little lad for me. So we read the letter A. So pretty, the Song of the Apple Blossom Fairy. And B, the Song of the Bugle Fairy. And C, the Song of the Columbine Fairy. And D, the Song of the Double Daisy Fairy. They're all so beautiful. Well, that's the start of this book. And I'm hoping on Fairy Garden Thursdays, I will read at least one every time we come together. This is a beautiful, beautiful book. The pictures are beautiful, and the little stories are beautiful. All about the fairies. And this is an introduction to the girl who wrote these books. And I will read that to you next time. Well, I hope you enjoyed the little poems from the little fairies. And if you're interested in this book, I will find out where my daughter got it, and I will put a link up for you. I just love this book, and I think it's been around for years. Let's see if I can find a first published 1996, so it's not that old. It was published in the United States, and the illustrations are also hers. And I did read that some of the children's faces that are on the fairies, her sister has had a daycare at the time, and she would draw the fairies from the children in the daycare. I thought that was pretty sweet. But anyhow, I'll do more of an introduction to the book next week. I just wanted to get right into the ABCs of the fairies. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. It's a collaboration. The Fairy Garden Thursday is a collaboration. Anyone can join in. And we usually build fairy gardens, which I will be doing in the future. I just thought this would be something different. And I'd like to thank Grandma Sandy for always hosting this lovely collaboration, and all the other ladies who join in this collaboration. So if you go to Grandma Sandy's channel, you'll see the shout out for all the other ladies. Thank you very much for watching, and Happy New Year again. Bye.